Welcome back, and today we are looking at the battle between Saitama versus Kakumei Goku and who will win. Before we dive deep into the analysis, please remember to subscribe to the channel to support me. Thank you so much. Saitama is a hero living in a supernatural world filled with monsters and villains. After 3 years of seemingly ordinary physical training, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every day, he broke through every limit of a human being. The result is that Saitama possesses unmatched strength, so overwhelming it has become boring. Any enemy, whether a god-level monster, an advanced robot, or an extraterrestrial entity, is taken down by him with just a single punch. What makes Saitama's power system unique is not technique or special moves, but rather the realization of infinite potential. He has no upper limit on his strength, and as demonstrated in his battle against Garou, Cosmic Fear Mode, Saitama's power has the ability to grow exponentially in an instant, to completely overwhelm his opponent. He is a gag character, placed into a serious world, and his strength is a mockery of the conventional power scaling system. Saitama's power is conceptually infinite within his own universe. He can punch through anything, from a massive meteor threatening to destroy a city, to pure energy entities such as the evil god. His serious punch can tear open Earth's atmosphere and create a void in the universe. At the peak of his battle against Cosmic Garou, an accidental sneeze from him blew away the outer layer of Jupiter. Saitama can move at speeds far exceeding the speed of light. He can create hundreds of afterimages, run across water, leap from the moon back to Earth in seconds, and leave permanent footprints on the surface of the moon. To this day, no physical energy, spiritual or reality-based attack has been able to injure Saitama, not even leave a scratch. He is immune to all pressure, extreme temperatures, and even attacks targeting atomic structure. This is his most terrifying ability. When faced with a truly powerful opponent, such as Cosmic Garou, Saitama's strength is not fixed. It grows exponentially and continuously in real time. The power graph comparing him and Garou shows that while Garou attempts to copy and increase his own power, Saitama's curve always shoots upward and surpasses him in an absurd manner after just one punch. This means the stronger the opponent, the stronger Saitama becomes exponentially, and entirely without conscious effort. Saitama operates under the gag law. He can grab hyperdimensional space gates with his bare, kick them away, or enter Phoenix Man's spiritual space with nothing more than a knock. The ordinary laws of physics, space, and reality seemingly do not apply to him. Notable feats: punching a gap through Earth's ozone layer with a single serious punch, swimming in lava and surviving in the vacuum of space, defeating Boros, who had destroyed countless planets, and nullifying his final technique, collapsing star roaring cannon, with nothing but a shockwave punch, defeating Cosmic Garou, an entity empowered by God himself, who had copied every power in the universe, yet was still completely overwhelmed by Saitama and beaten into total submission. Now we will talk about Goku. Kakumei Goku comes from the doujinshi manga Dragon Ball Kakumei, where the storyline is pushed to a darker and more brutal new level. In this universe, Goku does not simply grow stronger through transformations. He has reached a state of complete mastery over Ultra Instinct, not merely as a dodging technique, but as a combat state, where every part of his body and every thought operates independently to make the most optimal decision in each nanosecond. Beyond that, Kakumei Goku has absorbed the power of the Divine Tree, the primordial energy that gave birth to the gods themselves, achieving a form known as the Kakumei state, revolution state. At this level, his power far surpasses that of the angels, entities that stand above even the gods of destruction. He is no longer a pure Saiyan, but an entity that exists outside the cosmic order, a true chain breaker in every sense of the word. Kakumei Goku at his peak has surpassed every limit set by the gods. If Super Saiyan Blue merely touches the threshold of divinity and Ultra Instinct is the domain of the angels, then the revolution state is a leap entirely beyond that hierarchy. His speed is no longer movement, but instantaneous presence anywhere. Each punch carries destructive energy, capable of wiping out an entire galaxy with nothing but its shockwave. In Kakumei, Ultra Instinct is not just a combat technique, but a second nature. Goku's body automatically reacts to every threat at the microscopic level, countering with absolute precision without any processing required from the brain. This allows him to neutralize every type of attack, from physical and energy-based to non-physical strikes. The greatest distinguishing factor of Kakumei Goku is his energy source. He has absorbed the power of the divine tree, the origin of all divine power. This allows him to generate an inexhaustible energy source that does not need to be converted from ordinary physical stamina, and to continuously execute techniques on a multi-universal scale of destruction. At this level, Goku can tear apart the fabric of space-time with his presence alone. He can use instant transmission without needing to sense ki, simply commanding space to bring him to his destination. His attacks are capable of shattering pocket dimensions or bypassing temporal barriers. In Kakumei, Goku has achieved full mastery over the destruction energy of the gods of destruction while in the Ultra Instinct state, producing energy spheres capable of erasing anything from existence, from matter to soul. The combination of divine tree energy, Ultra Instinct, and pure fighting will create an attack that surpasses every limit of an ordinary technique, carrying destructive force equivalent to the Big Bang yet fully controlled and concentrated into a single point. While Saitama's nature is that of a gag character, Kakumei Goku represents the infinity of will. He never gives up, and his power continuously grows when faced with greater adversity. His fighting spirit is a tangible form of energy. His notable feats include defeating God of Destruction Beerus in his new state without any assistance, engaging on equal footing with and surpassing the power of Whis and other angels, entities capable of rewinding time and destroying universes with thought alone, confronting Zalama, the supreme dragon god, and other primordial entities of the Dragon Ball universe, the creators of the Super Dragon Balls and all things in existence, enduring attacks targeting his very existence and recovering from a state of near erasure. The battle, sensing an enormous power unlike anything he had ever felt before, Kakumei Goku, with the silver eyes of Ultra Instinct, actively seeks it out. Saitama, on his way to a discount grocery store, is transported to an empty dimensional space. Goku, by his naturally combative nature, smiles and proposes a fight. Saitama, with a bored expression, reluctantly agrees, thinking it will end quickly so he can get back home. Goku opens with a probing punch at the speed of light. Saitama casually dodges it with a mildly surprised look, thinking his opponent seems a little fast. Goku begins moving at instantaneous speed, unleashing a rapid combination of strikes from every direction. But all of them graze past his cheek or are lightly blocked by Saitama with a single finger. Saitama's complete indifference sends Goku into a state of extreme excitement. He realizes this is no ordinary opponent. Goku decides to push his power further. He shifts into Super Saiyan Blue with Ultra Instinct and fires a Kamehameha with enough destructive force to wipe out an entire galactic cluster. Saitama watches the wave of energy rushing toward him, his expression growing slightly more serious, and counters with a serious punch. The two forces collide, and the surrounding space instantly shatters like glass. This neutral universe begins to shake violently. Saitama's punch tears through the Kamehameha, but Goku uses Ultra Instinct to glide along its own shockwave and delivers a straight kick directly to Saitama's face. This is the first time Saitama has been visibly hit, sending him flying through several asteroids. A nosebleed appears, but not from injury, rather from sheer overwhelming excitement. Saitama has found a real opponent. His heart, for the first time in many years, begins to beat fast again. Seeing that Saitama is completely unharmed after that kick, Goku understands he cannot hold back. He immediately activates the Kakumei state, Revolution state. His aura erupts. A primordial energy from the divine tree radiates outward, restructuring the entire dimensional space around him. Its pressure is absolute, capable of crushing the will of any being, including the gods themselves. But Saitama simply stands there, his clothes torn to shreds, the smile on his face turning wild for the first time. The real battle begins. Goku, wielding the power of revolution and perfected Ultra Instinct, attacks like a divine storm. Every punch and kick automatically targets vital points and is infused with Hakai, destruction, energy capable of erasing existence itself. He generates thousands of combat clones, each one as powerful as a god of destruction. But then, the miracle of Saitama begins. Just as he did with Guru, his power starts growing exponentially. When Goku uses Hakai, Saitama is not erased. Instead, he catches that energy and hurls it right back. When Goku uses instantaneous movement to strike from a blind spot, Saitama is simply already there, right in front of him, faster than instantaneous itself. With every passing second, Saitama grows exponentially stronger. He begins to counter. A single punch from him now does not merely create a shockwave. It creates a void of all things. a space where every concept of matter, energy, and time is annihilated. Goku, pouring the entirety of his divine tree energy, fighting will, and ultra instinct into one final strike, unleashes his ultimate attack, Kakumei Kamehameha. This is an attack that transcends the very concept of power. It is the complete negation of the opponent, a pure stream of light where creation and destruction merge into one, powerful enough to recreate or erase the entire multiverse. Faced with it, Saitama does not dodge. He raises his fist. Not a serious punch, not a killer punch, but a punch of a hero, a punch carrying no killing intent, only the will to end the fight. Saitama's punch does not destroy Goku's energy. It simply passes through it, like a self-evident truth, an unavoidable logical conclusion. The punch stops right in front of Goku's face, but its pressure alone blows away all of the energy, releases the revolution state, and returns Goku to his base form, completely unharmed. Saitama had held back every last ounce of his destructive force at the final moment. Goku falls, exhausted but smiling, coming to realize the truth. He had not been fighting someone stronger, but rather the very concept of victory itself, and Saitama is the winner. The power of Kakumei Goku, no matter how terrifying, still operates within a system. He grows stronger through training, transformations, and absorbing divine energy. No matter how immense that power becomes, it remains a measurable quantity, even if the scale of measurement is the multiverse. He is the pinnacle of effort and evolution, a logarithmic growth curve approaching infinity, but never quite reaching it. Saitama's power is different. He did not grow stronger in order to reach some particular level. He broke through his own limits, in an absolute sense. This means his default state is stronger than whatever needs to be stronger than. His power is not a number, but a conditional function. Saitama's power equals opponent's power plus 1, and that plus 1 is absolute and cannot be surpassed. Saitama wins 10 out of 10 times. There is no scenario in which Kakumei Goku can win, because Saitama's victory does not lie in his strength, but in the very premise of his character's existence. However, this would not be a brutal battle. Saitama would regard Goku as a worthy opponent, the first person to truly excite him. Goku, after his defeat, would not fall into despair. On the contrary, he would be deeply energized, knowing that there is still an entirely new horizon to pursue, an unbreakable wall to push against, and drive himself forward forever. Tell me what you all think in the comments section below. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so very much.